off and run off like Forrest Gump and go a completely different direction, you're never going to get there, are you? Now, that seems really, really simple, doesn't it? And I don't mean to be disrespectful. But at the same time, I know there's a lot of creating, a lot of excellence, a lot of life that could be laid out perfectly for you, but you get distracted. And those distractions, and it can be big things. It can be someone got sick. It can be someone, in the hospital. It could be a car accident. It could be all these things that cause the distraction or the derail. And if you allow that to keep you over there off track and you don't get back, that's what this show's about. Restarting, getting back on track, because we do it all the time. Weekends can be a distraction. Did you ever have your best Friday and it was amazing and you had all this momentum and everything, and then Friday comes along and everybody wants to go out and have drinks and celebrate? Yes, I'm not saying don't celebrate. And then you got Saturday and Sunday chores, and then the Monday morning you kind of really have to reel it back in. And that's okay, as long as you can do that and have a plan on how to do that. Think about that. Think about how many times you have been distracted. You quit smoking for a week and then you went out for drinks on Friday night and had cigarettes. It's human. It's hard work to be a focused human. Some people are gifted with it. Some people are born with it, and that's just the way they've been. They've always been organized. They've always had the ability to streamline and focus. Well, maybe your part of your purpose is to help other people be able to do that. I'm very, very creative. I am an idea innovator starter. Where my work comes in is how to stay focused on one project, and it causes a lot of frustration for me. So I try and balance out my day if I need to work on 3 projects. But I can tell you the reason why I am getting, why I'm having this conversation and hoping it helps one, as I think we have a lot of people out there that are stuck in a rut and they're like, I've tried that so many times and it never worked. How many times have you ever heard that? I'll wait. Sorry, I needed a drink of water. But I also wanted you to think about that. I've tried so many times and it never works. Are you trying again and again doing the same things? Or are you taking some of that experience of learning and applying it to trying it the next time? Rejection is a part of all of it. It falling apart is how it works. Sometimes it's best if you get some of those mistakes out in the beginning so that you'll know what to do if it happens during the process, during your success. You've heard overnight sensations. You've heard overnight success. I always get kind of a little bit of a, really? For example, Queen. Watching that movie about the history of the band Queen and what it took. They were playing in every and any bar they possibly could. They were getting made fun of. Who is this? Their sound, it's weird. And then the next thing you know, they come to the United States. And after all that and all of that success and all of that hard work, people were looking at it as an overnight sensation, and it wasn't. people became aware of them because of the momentum, because they kept playing over and over again to different audiences to create that wave. And that is where I come from in the sales world. You know, you make 100 phone calls, 100 contacts. You might be hearing my dog Tanner barking, but you might be making 100 calls, 100 contacts, and you think nothing is working. But what you're doing is creating the swell, the hard work, the swell. And every time you have conversations, real meaty conversations with potential clients, you're building that. You are doing that. But you can't do it without creating that momentum. And that momentum might come from all those phone calls if you're in sales. 16 cakes that didn't work out, but the 17th is exactly the way you wanted it. Starting over. Trying again. There is nothing bad that came from hard work. I'm not saying overwork. I'm not saying being stressed out. I'm saying trying and hard work are really good ingredients to the soul. Excuse me. Sorry. It's so beautiful out. I got the window open, and all this talking is kind of making my throat a little bit dry, so I got to take some sips of water. So, but that's my message today. I really want you to, it's an opportunity to have that conversation if you're in a management situation where, you know, you're working for someone. You know, take that opportunity, make 3 or 4 or 5 bullet points, have a conversation with your manager. If they're good managers, they'll listen and they will strive to help you to get to where you need to be. But there is a lot of people in management out there that do not belong and have that title. There are so many. Sometimes it may not be a conversation with them. It might be, you know, making those notes, and it might be a coworker, a best friend, but you'll say, hey, can you help me be accountable with this? Can you help me get to where I need to be? This is something that's really important to me. Make your plan. Start over. And then what's fun is when you make that plan, keep it. And then even as short as 30 days, look back at what you're doing in 30 days and reflect back on that plan. And was that a part of it? Did it help you get there? Did it need to, you know, changed along the way? Maybe. I have so many things I want to do, but if I did them or got overwhelmed by them, then I wouldn't do nothing at all. So you have to make those steps and those plans. So I want to thank you for listening. Maybe it made a difference. Maybe it didn't. But this is my plan. When I started this show in 2018, I did it with the purpose of wanting to help one person. It's always been my dream to have a show, to have a microphone, to make a difference, and podcasts allow that ability. I will remind you, my name is Bev. This is the Bev D Show. If you think this message might help somebody, share it with them. It's just a little car ride, about 30 minutes, maybe to and from. You can be listening. You can listen while you're working out. If it helps, let me know. Message me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on all of the podcast platforms. Don't be afraid to give me a message. I'm in LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, all of the above in social media, as well as all the podcast platforms. So I'm going to wrap up. I will tell you it was my pleasure getting this out. to the universe. Sometimes I think that helps and makes a difference as well when I can hear myself and take my own advice. So I hope you're having some enjoyable vitamin D sunshine. You get a walk and get some fresh air in those lungs. And I will tell you, lead with love. Fear is going to be all part of it. Courage is when we go ahead and do it anyway. So give it a go. This is Bev. This is the Bev D Show. I have really enjoyed this message. Kind of listening to myself talk, some self-discipline there. So don't be afraid to start over. Ever. It's always good. At least you're trying. If you ever think nobody loves you out there, I do. So does God. Have a great day. This is Bev. This is the Bev D Show. May 24th, 2021. Bye. Have a great day.